Hello, hello. This is Cyborg,
And Bumblebee.
and we're going to be talking about Absolute Batman number
3.
So, to start off, we are going to be going back to where Alfred and Bruce, the beefy mofo, is in his equally beefy, for no reason, might I add, Batmobile that is a literal dump truck.
Yeah.
Why?
Because why not?
Now, they're running away from, what do they call themselves? The,
Party animals.
party animals. So, they're running away / fighting the party animals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Alfred, Uncle Al, he's not afraid, but at the same time, he's like, what the heck did I get myself into? I'm on a dump truck.
Trying to run away from people.
Now, you got him trying to talk to big buff Bruce Wayne. And he like, okay, you got 20 seconds. Make it fast.
You got 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Talk.
So after looking at him like, you mother... And he just starts talking and explaining to him. Next thing you know, Bruce, he presses the button. I believe it's the first one, and then the
dump truck turns into what we traditionally know as the Batmobile.
It gets smaller and compact, and whatever was on the hood of it became, well, not the hood. The roof of it became the hood, and it just went down about 2-3 levels and in a couple feet.
I really don't know how. I'm not gonna question it, but the dump truck turned into a Batmobile, as we traditionally know what a Batmobile looks like.
I mean, when you are an architect and you are a welder, you can do almost anything. So, yeah, he did that, and he pressed another button, and a wrecking ball came out the back of the Batmobile.
It did, yeah.
And it was just swinging. Not swinging, swinging around and hitting these party animals.
And took them out.
Yeah.
And they got away.
For a second, just for a second. Then he presses another button, and you got Uncle Al saying, we ain't gonna outrun them. Now, this was before they got away. He pressed that button, all you see is blue flames coming out the back, and they zooming.
Yep.
As fast as possible. How do you make a dump truck compact and zoom?
He turned on the turbo.
It's not supposed to have turbos, ma'am. Dump truck goes slow.
Well, this one is not a regular dump truck.
I can see that. And then
once they finally get away from the party animals, we see that the police are after him, are wanting to talk to him. Well, probably they want to take him in.
Yeah.
And we see him drive the Batmobile off the side of a pier and into some water, and we see him drive his car into the Batcave. As
to where the Batcave is, we will not know until the next issue, but
the entrance, one of the entrances is under some water that he can drive into.
Honestly, this man is weird and crazy, but his whole control of that Batmobile is insane. I'm still in shock that it went compact.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not supposed to happen. Like, that's a big dump truck. Have you seen a dump truck? Like, that's the size of a house or bigger. And he managed to transform it smaller.
Physics.
Forget physics. This makes no sense. And if you say because I'm Batman, we gonna fight. Because that makes no sense whatsoever. And you know what? I'm ending this one because I'm starting to get fed up because that makes no sense.
Other parts of the book, we also see flashbacks. In previous issue, we see that he threw his medal out his window that he won, and then we see Selina pick it up, or we saw Selina pick it up, and Bruce follows Selina outside the flashbacks pick up from there, and we see them running from rooftop to rooftop, and they end up at a movie theater. Selena's trying to cheer him up, and we see all his friends, in the movie theater. Obviously, this was planned. Yeah. And all him and his friends have a movie day, and they're watching Zorro, which I think is very interesting, because that is the movie that in, regular universe timeline, that's the movie that Bruce's parents went to see before they walked down Crime Alley and got shot and killed.
Is that right?
That is. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know how I feel about that, because that's pretty good writing. I will say that is pretty good writing. Either way, you're gonna see that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's by yourself, whether it's with your mom and dad and they die on the end, or your dad die and you just go see it with your friends.
They were trying to cheer him up, bring his spirits up after the incident at the zoo.
That's some good friends.
I thought that was interesting that they chose that movie to show as the movie that they're watching.
That's pretty good. That was I like that. They care.
Yes. We also, back in present day, we see Bruce talking to Edward Nygma. Nygma was looking at the mask that he had acquired, and they're talking and saying, how advanced it is and what they can and can't do. He's also getting intel from Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, about Sionis, aka the Black Mask.
Yes.
Also, in addition to that, we see Harvey Bullock talking to previous Mayor Hill, and who set up a meeting with Sionis for the three of them to have a meeting. And during this meeting, Sionis promises Bullock more tanks and helicopters and other supplies that they're looking to get to combat these party animals, which I think is ironic. I mean, Bullock doesn't know it, but Sionis is the one that's in charge of the party animals, and the ones that, he's the one that's making them do what they do.
Yeah.
Yet he's the one offering to provide helicopters and tanks and stuff to help the city fight them.
That is literally how you do it. You create the problem.
You solve the problem.
You talk about solving the problem. You fix the problem. You get paid for the problem. Mm-hmm. And then you do it all over again. Infinite money glitch. Please do not do that.
And apparently, in order for him to get said tanks and helicopters and supplies, he has to agree to back Mayor Hill for mayor, who is running against
not Commissioner.
Mayor Gordon.
Mayor Gordon.
Who, obviously Harvey and Gordon are really close. They're friends, but this was shocking. But I guess that, part of the deal, or obviously Bullock thought it was worth, kind of betraying his friend.
A little bit, yeah.
In order to get these supplies.
I don't like it, but I somewhat understand it, because he's trying to save his town, save his city, I should say, make it safe for everyone, and he wants to be the hero, but he's funding and backing the same person
that's causing the problem,
and the same person is gonna make him the hero. And so this is bad.
We also see that Bruce's mom is going to be the deputy mayor for Jim Gordon. She's going to run for office with him. I don't know how that's going to go, but
it might go well. I hope.
We'll see.
Foreshadowing.
It's going to be Mayor Gordon and Deputy Mayor Wayne.
Yeah. And not only this, side note, but that whole conversation with Bruce and Uncle Al, all was to get him to back off for, what was it, 1 week or 2 weeks?
Oh, they were talking about the deal that Sionis had put in place with Bruce. They were talking, Sionis was offering the Batman a deal, stop fighting my people for 2 weeks and I'll provide you with funds and money and whatever else. But I want you to back off and leave them alone for 2 weeks.
Yep. So he obliged.
which, at the end of the book, we see Bruce talking with Sionis, and we see that he takes the deal.
Yeah.
For, I think, $2 million. It was a lot of money.
It was a lot of money.
He took the deal. So he is not going to fight them for 2 weeks, I think it is.
I believe. But I don't know how I feel about that, but at the same time, that's $2 million.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. That's more than what we make.
In this universe, Bruce Wayne is not
a trust fund baby.
He is not the rich millionaire coming from old money family. In this universe, his dad was a teacher and his mom is a social worker. They're regular working people, middle class.
Well, Dad is dead.
Well, yes, but prior to that, they were a regular working family. So they're, $2 million is a lot of money.
It is.
And he can definitely use some of that money to upgrade his suit and whatever else, help out his mom. And he could do a lot.
Not to mention, he builds his own stuff. Again, the dump truck. But I digress. Everything else seems pretty good. I did really enjoy it. The whole thing was very well put, and the art style, loved it. So I would give this one a solid 8.
I would agree. It's pretty good. I am enjoying the series so far. Check out your local comic book shop if you want to pick up issue 3 and issue 1 and 2.
Yes, go ahead, check it out, look it up. There's also Absolute Superman, Absolute Wonder Woman. Check them out. Support your local comic book stores.
Yes.
You will not be disappointed. You may find something different that you like. They also got manga if you're really into that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess we're going to be signing off from this one as well. You have a wonderful evening and stay fly.